want to check in.
Hello, story time. Welcome back. If you're new here, we just read every night from whatever book I'm reading. We're doing Anne of Green Gables right now. I have four grown adult children and two small children, but we used to read I still read every night with my little guys, but I don't read every night with my big guys anymore because they live 2,000 miles away. But story time was our favorite time at the end of the day, no matter how stressed you are, how things are going. And we'd always pile up on my bed and read. And I loved it. I loved reading, and the children would always say, "One more, just one more," and I'd read a chapter or a book or whatever it was, and we loved story time. It was so much fun, and I miss my children. So I started this channel so that we could reconnect. So they could hop on live when they can, and come back and listen later when they can, and just wanted to keep having story time. So love my children, but I love all the new folks too, because I just kind of love people. Anyway, before we get started, I always have a fun little thing. Yeah, I just like to ask, what did you have for dinner? Yeah, I love to cook, and I like ideas. I like hearing what people are making, and if I could inspire you and give you any ideas for dinner, then that's great too. I made some bean soup, ham and bean soup, the other day, and so we had leftovers because I made a big pot of it. And so today I made tortillas. I just had little corn tortillas, and I put the it's not chili because it had like 7 different kinds of beans in it, but it's similar, and it's ham, not hamburger. Anyway, but I put the beans, some of the, because it was a thick soup. So I put that on the tortillas with cheese, and then I just filled it with tomatoes and green onions, and I made a salsa ranch spicy sauce. Uh, Green onions, tomatoes, avocados, and spinach up in the tortillas, and it was so dang good. Holy cow, it was yummy. And then I made lemon coconut cookies for dessert. Charles loves cookies, so I make them a lot, and they were good. So just put in the comments what you have for dinner. Share ideas, recipes, just for fun. Oh, and then I do like to show off some of the stuff I've made because I can. This is my channel, so I'll show off. Just grab whatever's on top here. So I make jewelry and other things, but right now I'm mostly showing off jewelry. So here's a pair of earrings. Now they have some little dried flowers in, and this one, it's a little bit hard to tell because they were brightened up a little there for a second. I mean, this camera's not good and you can't see them very good, but these are kind of longer, for people who like the more dangly. You've got that length on them. And then these are kind of cool. I've shown quite a few of the little bear earrings, right? The little gummy bear looking ones. But these ones have kind of a cool look because I made them clear, and then I painted the back because I wanted it to have more of a reflection look. So just the back has the color, and then it does make them look a little bit different. I don't know. I like the look. It makes them look real gummy like. Anyway, they're cute. And then the coffee earrings. Now these ones are kind of cute because I actually put the word coffee in them. So you can see that up at the top with those tiny little letters. Cute, right? So they say coffee, which is fun. Anyway, okay, showing off my stuff. I don't know, did I ever show off these moon earrings? I do not remember if I did, so I'm going to do it again because look how dang cute they are. They're wire wrapped, so they have this really cool kind of trying to get the light to catch them just right. They just, oh my goodness, you just can't see how cute they are. But yeah, they have that wire on them, so they look really good. They're cute. All right, so we're 17, Anne of Green Gables, so this is the first book in the series, and 17. Did I say 17? My goodness, I'm tired. I'm always tired. So Anne broke her slate over Gilbert's head, and now she said she's never gone back to school, and she hasn't gone back since. So we'll see what happens now. A new interest in life. The next afternoon, Anne, bending over her patchwork at the kitchen window, happened to glance out and beheld Diana down by the Dryad's bubble, beckoning mysteriously. Oh, yeah, and she accidentally got Diana drunk. And so now her Diana's mother said, "You can't be friends with her. You're a terrible, wicked little girl. How dare you?" And it was an accident. Anyway, so now her and Diana can't be friends, and she's not going to school. So in a trice, Anne was out of the house and flying down to the hollow, astonishment and hope struggling in her expressive eyes. But the hope faded when she saw Diana's dejected countenance. "Your mother hasn't relented?" she gasped. Diana shook her head mournfully. "No, and oh, Anne, she says I'm never to play with you again. I've cried and cried, and I told her it wasn't your fault, but it wasn't any use. I had ever such a time coaxing her to let me come down and say goodbye to you. She said I was only to stay 10 minutes, and she's timing me by the clock." 10 minutes isn't very long to say an eternal farewell in, said Anne tearfully. "Oh, Diana, will you promise faithfully never to forget me, the friend of your youth, no matter what dear friends may caress thee?" I know it's sad, but she's so dramatic. "Indeed I will," sobbed Diana, "and I'll never have another bosom friend. I don't want to have. I couldn't love anybody as I love you." "Oh, Diana," cried Anne, clasping her hands, "do you love me?" "Why, of course I do. Didn't you know that?" "No." Anne drew a long breath. "I thought you liked me, of course, but I never hoped you loved me. Why, Diana, I didn't think anybody could love me. Nobody ever has loved me since I can remember." Oh my goodness, that is so sad. I think there's people in the world who feel like no one has ever loved them. That's so sad. I grew up so loved and in such a loving, big, wonderful family. I just cannot imagine how hard it would be to survive not ever feeling loved. Oh, what is that? What? You do sleep. No, this one. No. This one. Here. Go to town. Go make a mess. You stink. Oh, except not that. You can't take that. "Oh, this is wonderful. It's a ray of light which will forever shine on in the darkness of a path severed from thee, Diana. Oh, just say it once again." "I love you devotedly, Anne," said Diana staunchly, "and I always will. You may be sure of that." "And I will always love thee, Diana," said Anne, solemnly extending her hand. "In the years to come, thy memory will shine like a star over my lonely life, as that last story we read together says. Diana, wilt thou give me a lock of thy jet-black tresses in parting and treasure forevermore?" "Have you got anything to cut it with?" queried Diana, wiping away the tears which Anne's affecting accents had caused to flow afresh, and returning to practicalities. "Yes, I've got my patchwork scissors in my apron pocket, fortunately," said Anne. She solemnly clipped one of Diana's curls. "Fare thee well, my beloved friend. Henceforth we must be as strangers, though living side by side. But my heart will ever be faithful to thee." Anne stood and watched Diana out of sight, mournfully waving her hand to the latter whenever she turned to look back. Then she returned to the house, not a little consoled for the time being by this romantic parting. "It is all over," she informed Marilla. "I shall never have another friend. I'm really worse off than ever before, for I haven't Katie Maurice and Violetta now. And even if I had, it wouldn't be the same. Somehow, little dream girls are not satisfying after a real friend. Diana and I had such an affecting farewell down by the spring, It will be sacred in my memory forever. I used the most pathetic language I could think of and said thou and thee. Thou and thee seem so much more romantic than you. Diana gave me a lock of her hair, and I'm going to sew it up in a little bag and wear it around my neck all of my life. Please see that it is buried with me, for I don't believe I'll live very long. Perhaps when she sees me lying cold and dead before her, Mrs. Barry may feel remorse for what she has done, and will let Diana come to my funeral. I don't think there is much fear of your dying of grief as long as you can talk, Anne, said Marilla unsympathetically. The following Monday, Anne surprised Marilla by coming down from her room with her basket of books on her arm and her lips primmed up into a little line of determination. I'm going back to school, she announced. Did you get another cookie? Oh my goodness! You dislike those cookies, don't you? You stink. You need a bath. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, he's trying to climb up. He wants to be up. It's his latest thing. He has to climb on top of everything. You're a nut. Boo. Boo. Peekaboo. You're crazy. What are you doing? You're so silly. Oh, I love you. Okay. You getting down? Okay. See ya. Ow. Oh, he's not getting down. Ow. He's just hanging on to my hair. Okay. Caden. Oh, my goodness. I'm going back to school, she announced. That is all there is left in life for me, now that my friend has been ruthlessly torn from me. In school, I can look at her and nurse over days and muse over days departed. You'd better muse over your lessons and sums, said Marilla, concealing her delight at this development of the situation. Lost my place. If you're going back to school, I hope we'll hear no more of breaking slates over people's heads and such carryings on. Behave yourself and do just what your teacher tells you. I'll try to be a model pupil, agreed Anne dolefully. There won't be much fun in it, I expect. Mr. Phillips said Minnie Andrews was a model pupil, and there isn't a spark of imagination or life in her. She's just dull and poky and never seems to have a good time. But I feel so depressed that perhaps it will come easy to me now. I'm going round by the road. I couldn't bear to go by the birch path all alone. I should weep bitter tears if I did. Anne was welcomed back to school with open arms. Her imagination had been sorely missed in games, her voice in the singing, and her dramatic ability in the perusal aloud of books at dinner hour. Ruby Gillis smuggled 3 blue plums over to her during Testament reading. Ella Mae McPherson gave her an enormous yellow pansy cut from the covers of a floral catalogue, a species of desk decoration much prized in Avonlea School. Sophia Sloane offered to teach her a perfectly elegant new pattern of knit lace, so nice for trimming aprons. Katie Bolter gave her a perfume bottle to keep slate water in, and Julia Bell copied carefully on a piece of pale pink paper scalloped on the edges the following effusion. To Anne, when twilight drops her curtain down and pins it with a star, remember that you have a friend, though she may wander far. Aw. It's so nice to be appreciated, sighed Anne rapturously to Marilla that night. The girls were not the only scholars who appreciated her. When Anne went to her seat after dinner hour, she had been told by Mr. Phillips to sit with the model, Minnie Andrews. She found on her desk a big, luscious strawberry apple. Anne caught it up, all ready to take a bite, when she remembered that the only place in Avonlea where strawberry apples grew was in the old Blythe orchard.
This is my new dress.
Oh. Yep,
I got it for my birthday.
Yep, it was her birthday on Saturday.
And look.
And she lost a tooth yesterday. Anybody who was in the reading last night, and I said, "Oh, Kaylis is crying. I don't know what's happened, but Father sounds like he's taking care of her." Charles was in there. It was her. He bumped her with his elbow, I think, and knocked it out.
No, with his fist.
Oh, with his fist. With his fist.
Yeah.
What were you playing? They were playing something I can't remember. Anyway.
That tackle game.
Oh, the tackle game. Anyway, knocked her tooth out. Of course, it was, askew anyway because it was loose. Will you help him? He's trying to get down. Anyway, she looks cute. Wearing one of her new birthday outfits. It was her birthday 5 days ago. She's 7. My baby girl turned 7. She remembered that the only place in Avonlea where strawberry apples grew was in the old Blythe orchard on the other side of the Lake of Shining Waters. Anne dropped the apple as if it were a red-hot coal and ostentatiously wiped her fingers on her handkerchief. She's kind of a stinker. The apple lay untouched on her desk until the next morning, when little Timothy Andrews, who swept the school and kindled the fire, annexed it as one of his prerequisites. Charlie Sloane's slate pencil, gorgeously bedizened with striped red and yellow paper, costing 2 cents, where ordinary pencils cost only 1, which he sent up to her after dinner hour, met with a more favorable reception. Anne was graciously pleased to accept it and rewarded the donor with a smile which exalted that infatuated youth straightway into the 7th heaven of delight, and caused him to make such fearful errors in his dictation that Mr. Phillips kept him in after school to rewrite it. But as the Caesar's pageant shorn of Brutus's bust did but of Rome's best son remind her more, so the marked absence of any tribute or recognition from Diana Barry, who was sitting with Gertie Pye, embittered Anne's little triumph. Diana might just have smiled at me once, I think, she mourned to Marilla that night. But the next morning a note, most fearfully and wonderfully twisted and folded, and a small parcel were passed across to Anne. Dear Anne, ran the former, Mother says I'm not to play with you or talk to you, even in school. It isn't my fault, and don't be cross at me because I love you as much as ever. I miss you awfully to tell all my secrets to, and I don't like Gertie Pye one bit. I made you one of the bookmarkers out of red tissue paper. They're awfully fashionable now, and only 3 girls in school know how to make them. When you look at it, remember your true friend, Diana Barry. What's the matter? Oh, it's your dad. You're tired. Are you tired? Anne read the note, kissed the bookmark, and dispatched a prompt reply back to the other side of the school. Come on. Oh, I love you. Nope. Nope. Oh. He's trying to pull me. He wants me to come. He's done. He's done with me. Maybe sister will help you get a drink. You need a drink? He has a cup of milk in the door in the fridge. Will you go help him get it? Candace will go get you a drink. I'm almost, he wants me to come so bad. I'm in the middle of reading, baby. Let me go get the milk and bring it to you. Oh my goodness. He wants me to be back. Come here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is so sad. Come here. Come here. Here, don't want it. Hayden, you need a drink? I have your milk. Oh, thanks for trying to help him. Oh my goodness. He needs to learn that he doesn't get to dictate. Hayden, do you need a drink? Give me 1 second. Do you need a drink? Okay. Well, maybe we'll just read standing here. My own darling Diana, of course I am not cross at you because you have to obey your mother. Our spirits can commune. I shall keep your lovely presence. Oh, Caden. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. All right, well, I might have to go and change him and bath him. Caden. All right, I better go. We're not going to get any more reading done tonight. We'll finish tomorrow. Good night. Thanks for stopping.